The moon shines bright. Such a night as this. In a gentle wind they kissed the trees and they did make no noise. In such a night, Turles, methinks, mounted the Trojan walls, and sighed his soul towards Grecian tents, where crested lay that night.
In such a night it is be fearfully o'ertripped the Jew, and so the lion shadow air himself and ran dismayed o'er.
In such a night did Dido, with a willow in her hand, stand.
In such a night did Medea gather the enchanted herbs that did renewal hasten.
In such a night did Jessica steal from the wealthy Jew, and with an unshrift love, they run from Venice as far as Belmont.
Well, in such a night did young Lorenzo swear he loved her well, stealing her soul with many vows of faith and ne'er a true one.
In such a night did pretty Jessica, like a little shrew, slander her love, and he forgave it her.
I would out tonight she did no one come.
How sweet the moonlight sleeps upon this bank. Here we will sit, and at the sound of sweet music creep in our ears. Soft stillness and the night become the touches of sweet harmony. Sit, Jessica. Look how the floor of heaven is thick inlaid with paintings of bright gold. There's not the smallest orb which thou beholdest, but in himself, like an angel sings, still choiring to the young-eyed cherubs. Such harmonies in immortal souls.
I am never merry when I hear sweet music.
The reason is your spirits are attentive. The man that hath no music in himself, nor is not moved by the concord of sweet sounds, is fit for treasons, stratagems, and spoils. The motion of his spirit is dull as night, and his affections dark as Erebus. Let no such man be trusted. Mark the music.
That lamp we see is burning in my hall. How far that little candle throws its beams.
Is that not the voice, or am I much mistaken, of Portia?
He knows me as the blind man knows the cuckoo by the bad voice.
Fair lady, welcome home.
We have been praying for our husband's health, which speed we hope the better for our words. Are they returned?
Not yet, madam, but there came a messenger before to signify their coming.
Go in, Nerissa. Give order to my servants that they take no note at all of our being absent hence. Nor you, Lorenzo, Jessica, nor you.
Your trumpet is your husband is at hand, I hear his trumpet. Fear not, sweet lady, we are no telltales.
This night, methinks, is but the daylight sick. It looks a little paler. 'Tis a day such as the day is when the sun is hid.
We would hold day with the antipodes if you would walk in absence of the sun.
Let me give light, but let me not be light, my lord. For a light wife makes a heavy husband, and never be the Sanio so for me. But God's sort dole. You are welcome home, my lord.
Thank you, madam. Give welcome to my friend. This is the man. This is Antonio, to whom I am so infinitely bound.
You should in all sense be much bound to him. For as I hear, he was much bound for you.
No, Lord, I am much requited withal.
Sir, you are very welcome to our house. It must appear in other ways than words, and so I scant my breathing courtesy.
My land of moon, I swear you do me wrong. In faith, I gave it to the judge's clerk. But he were gelt that had it for my part, since you do take it love so much at heart.
A quarrel, ho, already? What's the matter?
About a hoop of gold, a paltry ring whose poesy was written for all the world like cutlass poetry upon a knife. Love me and leave me not.
The talk you, the poesy, or the value. You swore to me when I did give it you that you would wear it to your hour of death, and that it should lie with you in your grave. Though not for me, but for your vehement oaths, you should have been respectful and have kept it. Gave it a judge's clerk. No, God my judge, that clerk will ne'er wear hair in his face that had it.
Aye, and if he lived to be a man.
Aye, if man lived to be a woman.
By the scent, I gave it to the judge's clerk. A boy, a kind of scrub boy, no higher than thyself. And I could not for the heart of me deny him.
You were to blame, I must be plain with you. To part so slightly with your wife's first gift. A thing stuck on with oaths upon your finger, and so riveted with faith unto your flesh. I gave my lord a ring, and made him swear never to part with it. And here he stands. I dare be sworn for him, he would not leave it, nor pluck it from his finger, for the wealth of the world masters. Now in faith, Graziano, you give your wife too unkind a cause of grief, and swear to me I would be mad at it.
My lord Bassanio gave his ring away. The judged that deserved it, and indeed deserved it. And the boy whose clerk, who took some pains in writing, he begged mine, and neither man nor master would take aught but the 2 rings.
What ring gave you, my lord? Not that, I hope, which you received of me.
If I could add a lie unto a fault, I would deny it. But you see, my finger hath not the ring upon it. It is gone.
Even so void is your false heart of truth. By heaven, I will ne'er come in your bed until I see the ring.
Nor I, Nerissa, till I again see mine.
Sweet Portia, if you did know to whom I gave the ring, if you did know for whom I gave the ring, and would conceive for what I gave the ring, and how unwillingly I left the ring when naught would be accepted but the ring, you would abate the strength of your displeasure.
If you had known the virtue of the ring, or half her worthiness that gave the ring, or your own honour to contain the ring, you would not then have parted with the ring. What man is there so unreasonable, if you had pleased to have defended it in any terms of zeal, wanted the modesty to urge the thing held as a ceremony? Nerissa teaches me what to believe. I'll die for it, but some woman has a ring.
No, by my honour, madam. By my soul, no woman had it, but a civil doctor, which did deny 3,000 ducats of me, and begged the ring. The which I did deny him, and suffered him to go displeased away. Even he did uphold the very life of my dear friend. What should I say, sweet lady? I was enforced to send it after him. I was beset by shame and courtesy. My honour would not let ingratitude so much besmear it. Forgive me, gentle lady, for by these blessed candles of the night, had you been there, I think you would have begged the ring of me to give the worthy doctor.
Let not that doctor e'er come near my house, since he had got the jewel that I loved, and that which you did swear to keep from me. I will become as liberal as you. I'll not deny him anything I have, no, not my body, nor my husband's bed. Know whom I shall, I am well sure of it. Lie not a night from home, watch me like Argus. If you do not, if I be left alone, why, by mine honour, which is yet mine own, I'll have that doctor for my bedfellow.
And I the clerk. Therefore be well advised how you to leave me to mine own protection.
Well, do you so. Let not me near it then, for if I do, I'll mark the young clerk's pen.
I am the unhappy subject of these quarrels.
Oh, so grieve not you are welcome notwithstanding.
Portia, forgive me this enforced wrong. And in the hearing of these many friends, I swear to thee, even by thine own fair eyes wherein I see myself.
Mark you but that, in both my eyes he doubly sees himself, in each eye one. Swear by your double self, and there's an oath of credit.
Nay, but hear me. Pardon this fault, and I swear to thee, I never more shall break an oath with thee.
I once did lend my body for his wealth, which but for him who has your husband's ring, I quite miscarried. I dare be bound again, my soul upon the forfeit that your husband will never more break faith advisedly.
Then you shall be his surety. Give him this, and bid him keep it better than the other.
Here, Lord Bassanio, and swear to keep this ring.
By heaven, it is the one I gave the doctor.
I had it of him, pardon me, Bassanio, for by this ring the doctor lay with me.
And pardon me, my gentle Graziano, for that same scrubber boy, the doctor's clerk, in lieu of this last night, did lie with me.
But this is like the mending of highways in the summer where the ways are fair enough. Why do we cuckolds here? We have deserved it.
Speak not so grossly. You are all amazed. Oh, here is a letter. It comes from Padua. Read it at your leisure. There you shall find that Portia was the doctor, Nerissa there her clerk. Lorenzo shall witness I set forth as soon as you, and even but now returned. I have not yet entered my house. Antonio, you are welcome. And I have better news in store for you. expect. Unseal this letter soon. There you shall find 3 of your argosies have quickly come to harbour suddenly. You shall not know by what strange accident I chanced on this letter.
I am done.
Were you the doctor? And I knew you not.
Were you the clerk that is to make me cuckold?
I, with the clerk that never means to do it unless he live until he be a man.
Sweet doctor, you shall be my bedfellow. When I am absent, then lie with my wife.
Lady, you have given me life and living. For here I read for certain that all my ships have safely come to road.
And now, Lorenzo, my clerk had some good comforts too for you.
Aye, and I'll give them him without a fee. There do I give you and Jessica from the rich Jew a special deed of gifts after his death of all he dies possessed of.
Fair ladies, you drop manna in the way of starved people.
It is almost morning, and yet I am sure you are not well satisfied of these events at full. Let us go in, and charge us there upon intergatories, and we will answer all things faithfully.
Then let it be so. The first intergatory that my Nerissa shall be sworn on is, whether till the next night she had rather stay, or go to bed now being 2 hours today. Or when the day comes and I wished it dark, till I were couching with the doctor's clerk. And while I live, I'll fear no other thing. So sore as keeping safe Nerissa's ring.